Hey everyone, come with me as I take you along my trip to Glacier National Park. In this adventure-packed video, I will bring you through North Fork, going to the Sun Road, St. Mary on the east side, and Many Glacier. Before heading to North Fork Park, make sure to stop by Pole Bridge, a charming little community just outside the park. Pole Bridge Mercantile is a famous spot for tourists visiting Glacier. It's here where you can pick up delicious homemade snacks for the road and try their famous huckleberry pastries. We enjoyed our last store-bought meal here before eating camp food for a week. The road to the North Fork is typically a mix of dirt, gravel, and some rocky sections, making it a rough ride in places. It's not a smooth, paved road like the Going to Sun Road.
Hi there.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Good.
So you've got your park pass, and then you need your one-day North Fork vehicle reservation, please.
Yeah.
During our stay in North Fork, we brought our own raft to Bowman Lake, which is easily accessible from the campground. The water is crystal clear and the views are spectacular. While I didn't see any motorboats here, you are free to raft, paddleboard, or kayak and fish here. Spending some time paddling and fishing. We haven't caught any fish yet, but hopefully start biting. There was a big storm earlier which cleared most people out, but we came back and the water is really calm right now. We're having a pretty good row sesh. As you will see later in this video, Bowman Lake has a much different feel than Lake McDonald. Although it is a bit out of the way from the main park, we enjoyed the quietness and calmness of this area. Camping at a national park is also something I always recommend. I have had some of the best camping experiences in national parks because you are so close to nature.
You can just camp for free, can you?
Well, this isn't a free area, but yeah, there are places around this area where you can camp for free.
Okay.
Reservations can sometimes be a little tricky because you have to book so early in advance, and camping at a first come, first served campsite obviously isn't always reliable, but I guarantee you, you will be able to see so much more of the park. It's so nice waking up here. We've got the mountains in the back. So filling up on protein and gonna take a hike after that. Looks good. How long does it take to cook a steak?
10 minutes, 20 minutes.
A little messy, but... Going to the Sun Road. Welcome to one of the most scenic and jaw-dropping drives in the U.S. Glacier National Park's Going to the Sun Road. This 50-mile stretch of highway takes you through some of the most beautiful and rugged landscapes in North America. Whether you're here to catch breathtaking views, spot wildlife, or take in natural beauty of Glacier, Going to the Sun Road is for sure the highlight of the trip. This is probably one of the most important pieces of information regarding the Going to the Sun Road. The road is typically open only from late June to mid-September because it's often closed for part of the year due to snow and ice. Because this road is only open a couple months of the year, it is extremely popular and at times a bit crowded. If you don't feel comfortable making the drive yourself, you can also go on a tour in one of the orange Jeeps you will see driving around. Because we decided to camp in the park, we drove the scenic route numerous times just to get around, and we made our stops when not as many people were around. It's really up to you the way you want to explore the Going to the Sun Road. You could take a day and drive through it, pulling over for all the lookouts, or you can have a longer stay and hike some trails, swim in the waterfalls, or boat in the lakes. There is an endless amount of things you can do here. Lake McDonald is another popular stop in Glacier. I actually preferred rafting in Lake Bowman and thought St. Mary was more beautiful. Lake McDonald is a bit crowded and parking is very difficult. It is still worth making a stop though. This area is famous for its large, colorful glacial lake, clear reflective waters, stunning views of Livingston Range, and it's the largest lake in the park. For those who enjoy hiking, many trails connect to the Going to the Sun Road, including the Hidden Lake Trail and the Highline Trail, which offers epic views of the park and its dramatic landscape. So you want to do this one?
Yeah, what do you want?
Yeah, that's what we're here for. So the Highline Trail. I could not recommend this hike enough. To access this trail and the Hidden Lake Trail, you need to head to Logan Pass early in the morning. Logan Pass is the highest point on the Going to the Sun Road, elevation 6,646 feet, and it traverses along the mountain's cliffs, offering unparalleled views of Glacier's rugged peaks, wildflower-filled meadows, and glaciers. We finished the Highland Trail, and now we went up to the overlook and got this beautiful view of the glacier. The trail is generally considered moderate to difficult, depending on your fitness level and weather conditions, and is one of the most sought-after hikes in the park. Okay, going downhill. Hopefully I will not slip because I usually do. The Trail of the Cedars. The Trail of the Cedars is one of the most accessible and enchanting hikes in Glacier National Park, offering visitors the chance to immerse themselves in a serene, lush, and ancient forest filled with towering trees, including some of the park's oldest and largest cedar and hemlock trees. This short, easy trail provides a beautiful introduction to Glacier's rich natural landscape, and it's especially great for families, casual hikers, and those looking for a relaxing nature walk. This is pretty. I mean, aren't they all cedars? Or most of them?
Cedar.
After finishing the Trail of the Cedars, we also decided to do the Avalanche Lake Trail. As you hike along the trail, you'll encounter several smaller waterfalls, particularly as you approach the lake. The Avalanche Creek Falls is a prominent feature along the way, and its cascades provides a stunning backdrop for photos. The hike was gorgeous, and I was not expecting so much beauty at the end. The Avalanche Lake Trail starts at Avalanche Creek and winds through a lush forest along streams and waterfalls before finally reaching the lake, which sits at the foot of dramatic cliffs and glaciers. The water was so pretty, and I really wanted to go swimming, but as soon as I put my feet in there, they turned red. So I decided I would just enjoy with my eyes. There are also so many places to pull over in the park and go swimming. We enjoyed dipping our toes in this crystal clear creek by the road. Most of what you see in Glacier National Park is glacier water though, so it's freezing even in the summertime. Ooh, that's cool. We discovered the Red Rocks Trail just by walking around. It was a short trail that led to some of the most beautiful water in the park. Lots of people were swimming and jumping off cliffs, but of course, the water was way too cold for me. Cold? Yeah, you got in there quick. I was impressed. The Hidden Lake Trail. This trail is a must for wildlife enthusiasts and is a good alternative for people who do not want to do the Highline Trail. Because we're at the highest point. See, we're right at the Continental Divide.
Let's take a picture.
If you aren't able to see bighorn sheep on the Highline Trail, you most certainly will on the Hidden Lake Trail, especially if you're going in the morning. Just don't expect to get through the trail too fast if the sheep are in front of you. It's smart to give them space and let them pass. Everyone on the boardwalk just kind of stayed behind them. The trail is relatively short, making it accessible to a wide range of hikers, but the views and experience are nothing short of spectacular. Part of the trail was actually closed off due to bear activity, but we at least got to see the lake. I definitely recommend doing this trail early, not only to get a parking spot, but also to catch the sunrise. I love starting a trail so early that the sky is still pink and there's a little crisp in the air. We actually did this trail on the last day of our trip. We woke up early and hiked here before our long drive home. I was so happy we decided to do that because I didn't want to leave the park before hiking this trail. There was just so much to do, time caught up with us. St. Mary is one of the most picturesque and iconic areas within Glacier National Park, located at the eastern side of the park. Known for its stunning lake, towering mountain views, and access to some of the park's best hiking and wildlife viewing, St. Mary offers a perfect blend of natural beauty and outdoor adventure. St. Mary is a clear and pristine lake, and because of this, you are not allowed to bring your own boat in the water. There is a tour boat you can pay to ride, but that is the only way you can go on the water.
No one checking? What's that?
Please use self-pay station ahead on the right.
We don't need to pay, right?
Yeah, no, don't. Going to the Sun Road is the most popular part of the park, but it isn't the only area worth going to. It's a huge national park, and it reminds me a bit of Olympic in a way because the park is divided into different areas. You actually have to leave part of the park to get to another. We spent the least amount of time in Mini Glacier, but if we ever came back, I would like to camp or book a stay at their famous hotel.
So, what's the best part or most popular spot? Most popular out of the 4 parts in Glacier?
Going to the Sun Road is definitely the most popular. The valley offers some of the most iconic views of Glacier National Park, including vistas of the Continental Divide, and is often considered a must-see for any glacier visitor. You could easily spend weeks, even months, exploring this national park, especially in more of the less tamed areas like Mini Glacier. The driving areas seem shorter, but the wilderness seems more expansive. Well, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed the video and found some of the information helpful. Let me know if you have any questions about the park as you plan your next trip to Glacier. And please like and subscribe for more adventurous videos.